Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to NFT Live, Web3 Network. You already know what it is. We're going to take you around the industry and back. Around an hour. We're going to keep it to a short episode today because Gifted has some big things happening on the base front today. And that aptly named thumbnail, I guess, because Gifted does have his droppers coming out on base here in just a moment. Oversubscribed on the whitelists. We're going to get into it here. All the details we will get your way as this drop is upcoming. I believe you said at 3 p.m. PST?
It starts at 2 p.m. PST and it goes in hour waves. So the public mint, if it gets to public, I hope it doesn't, frankly. But, if it gets to public would be at 5 p.m. So it goes through these hour waves. But starting at 2 p.m. PST is when it starts minting.
All right. There is something on your website I want to point out because I wanted to bring it up. And I wanted to actually get to Biggie first, but this popped up. It says 31 minutes from now. So it might be on EST.
Run.
I need to go fix that real quick. So I'm gonna fix that real quick. Thank you for pointing that out.
Blowing up your
Look, this is what happens when you're doing everything yourself. It's a lot to manage. So thank you to everybody who's keeping the vibes positive. If there's any issues today, I apologize. I'm doing my best here.
All right, we'll let Gifted handle that. I don't know if you need to go off screen or what, but Prado is here. Prodigy, what's up? Wang Danga of a day. I'm just gonna start calling him Wang Danga. The Wang Danga. Easy in Crypto saying yeehaw. We had a couple others. Sorry about the late start today. We were running a little bit behind. Biggie was up late degenning on Say Shit Coins. My dog woke me up in the middle of the freaking night having stomach issues. So it was a late night for both of us for different reasons. Biggie, I was up a little bit late tracking some of the blast shit coins I've been getting in, which is a topic we'll discuss here.
Please.
But easy. Christian Jensen, GM, BJ, what's up, fam? I think we got everybody that rolled in here early. And Easy is saying it's not getting to public. But Biggie, what's up, dude? What's going on?
Dude, great day, man. Been happy. Saw Dune for the second time around now. Probably watch it a third before the end of week. Amazing movie. Tremendous saga. I highly recommend people go check it out. Other than that, I mean, dude, I'm feeling good.
I know we were having the film critic conversation before we pressed live. Yeah, we are. Yeah. He's in that movie.
I'm trying to talk him off the ledge, but he's not listening. He's like, dude, I've had enough.
A fantastic scene there. Look, I don't want to have the Dune. I don't want this to devolve into a Dune conversation, but it could be like the best cinematic movie I've seen since Lord of the Rings, maybe.
Is there a Dune shitcoin we can ape into?
Ooh, what?
Somebody should fucking do a Dune shitcoin.
Why is there no Dune shitcoin? Wow.
Somebody in our community, get at us.
All right.
Launch it and make it rain.
We've got a couple different things going on here that I want to get to early. So Huda is not joining us quite yet. He does have a lot of things happening today, which I want to show off. Also, if you're thinking that it's a bull market, which you should by now, this is CoinGecko. So yeah, just more load issues for a lot of these folks that are building, that have platforms and exchanges and yada yada. What's up?
C says Coinbase. It's not just us. Everybody's having issues. It's even my website is having issues apparently. Yeah. What was that, Biggie?
No, I was gonna say, dude, a 1,000-man team versus a one-man team, and look, you're back already. Fixed it,
dude. Bullish on the team here. Bullish, got it fixed. Look at that. Listen to the community. Made the implementations.
You got to move fast in this space, but there you go.
Jeez. All right. We are going to blast off here in just a moment. One piece of local news that I did want to get to, although it's kind of an announcement, so I'm going to blue ball you a little bit here. But Slam Vision, this is what Huda's up to. Slam Vision is here. Slam Vision is a video content platform that is the voice of truth for Web3. We have created a collaborative environment focused on empowering creatives to create the best and most accurate content with the support of Crypto Slam. Links to the shows I'm going to briefly show it off. I'll give you a little teaser there, but we will be coming here with some announcements as we work with Huda to get that out this week. But yeah, that's where my man is right now, so can't blame him for missing NFT Live on the day when Slam Vision goes live.
He slammed
Slammed it.
All right.
He's getting slammed.
Oh,
Pause.
jeez. Wizards don't do that. Wizards don't get them like that.
Oh,
All right.
wizards are asexual. I forgot. Yeah,
Ton of
that's
folks
commonly understood. Okay.
Ton of folks over there on X watching us right now. If you're on YouTube, appreciate it. We're sharing out the show as best we can. I'm even sharing it out to my Biff token holders. So let's see if we get some Biff folks in here. That is a meme coin that I am in pretty heavily over on base. I like.
Are you an OG?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, are you in the Discord and like because of your holdings, you're considered an OG?
I don't think I'm in Telegram first of all, so it's more of a Telegram community.
Oh, okay. Okay. I like it when like I prefer my meme coins on Telegram myself too. But every now and then they'll do stuff on Discord, and if you have a certain amount of holdings, you get a cool Discord role and nice color. I'm all about that. I like that.
Right, I just dropped that into Discord. We're also sharing over on X and the rest of our community and networks. If you want to do that too, that would help out. Get people on the show. It looks like we got our first. Vel, it's Biff on base. Nifty is a handsome guy. It's fair. No one ever talks about Nifty Q up here. It's fine.
I concur. That's why we call him the Dob Father, because he's daubing on everything that walks.
That cream on cream with the orange beanie, you know? It's just what we do.
All
right, I didn't get to the intros.
Slower.
I didn't get to the intros here. Biggie, Gif, let's go around the circle real quick and just update the folks on what you were doing. I know you said, Biggie, you watched Dune 2 again, but what else are you getting into, man? You were up late shitcoining on what exactly?
That's a thing that just came across my timeline, and I ended up aping a little extra into, since I want to support our local shitcoin merchants. We want to attract people to come over here, so I was like, hey man, this is a pretty nice gesture by the SEI team, and it's an experimental token, and we know how much we like experimenting in this channel, so I was like, let's throw a few shekels while I kind of do some other stuff, and boom, that thing took off. And I'm just still holding, again, small size just for fun. Nothing I mind like losing. Well, maybe at this point I do mind a little, but it's fun. It's a good time. Other than that, I've been going deep into the AI token space. Still have not a lot of stuff that I'm comfortable sharing yet. There's a lot of stuff that's out there that's just claims AI but is not really AI. So I'm trying to get my bearings there. But there's a couple of really cool projects, promising projects that I think will behoove us talking about in the future, like something definitely to keep an eye on. Other than that, it's all good, dude. I have my dog in the house. I've been like walking around, hiking, good times.
Easy and Crypto saying I need a degen on Say and blast shitcoins bad. Again, I would, that you saw the thumbnail, like base, those three, right? Say, blast, base are primarily where we've been playing. I've mentioned multiple times that the thesis was correct. I was there pretty fucking early, didn't execute as nice as I should, but definitely trying to play it as best as we can up to this point. Got to move forward. Gifted, again, you do have droppers dropping on base here in just a moment. In a few hours here, but what else are you up to and just what's going on?
I don't know. I was gonna ask Biggie if he dropped that alpha in our VIP Telegram chat. I would have missed it anyway, but it would have been nice to get a heads up on this late night degen play. But yeah, man, I'm very focused right now. I still have quite a bit of work to do. Honestly, this has turned out to be more work than I thought on droppers. I was anticipating roughly 2.5 hours average work time on each of the 111 101s. It might be even longer at this point. It might be closer to 3 hours average. It's because I added an 8th phase. I'm adding more color variations into the final touches to give more variability. I did share a little alpha, if you're able to go to my X account this morning, of like one of those additional sort of color palette variations, one of the other design theories, which is a dark mode, as I'm calling it. There's only going to be 3 of these, so look out for those. And also heads up that I'm doing a 24-hour reveal. So that means mint starts at 2 p.m. PST today. Gifted.com is the place. And then 24 hours later after it begins, art will reveal. So tomorrow, 2 p.m. is when art will reveal.
All right. Again, we are starting our show here covering a couple local updates. We're going to get into the rest of the space. It seems like crypto rebounded really off of that all-time high / major dump that happened in like a 24-hour period. So we're going to cover that. It dumped. It dumped.
Yeah, it was a dump.
It was like 30%, 35.
Yeah. Well, 35. What was dumping 35?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe not that bad. Like it was 20 to 30% dump. Yeah.
All right. Just
another day.
Before we get to that though, and the rest of the stuff happening across that, Biggie, I want you to put your art collector and art curator hat on. Gifted coming out here with maybe one of the first reveals here. That's what he just mentioned. The Droppers art reveal. Exactly 24 hours after mint begins. But this is one that I have not seen yet.
I had not seen this one either. It's beautiful. But this isn't one of the grayscales, right? But it's like dark background. I like how it stands out with the green. Green is my favorite color, by the way, folks. And it's like I like that a lot. It's really nice, man.
Thanks. Yes, there's only going to be 3 of those. Again, I'm calling that dark.
So those are the rare ones.
Well, there's there's going to be some.
I think Genesis, like the collectors of the Genesis pieces should get that.
Of course, not biased.
Now. Like, hey,
Biggie's never biased about anything.
Holder, I should get that. Yes, I end up like this dude over here. Look at him.
Well, you've got the alpha on what to look for. I mean, those are probably going to be the rarest, I think, because there's only going to be 3 that have that dark mode color theory, and then there will be some more rare color variations than others that are going to be a little bit harder, I think, to distinguish. Those are going to be very obviously rare.
So one thing I would ask you, Gif, you've talked about coffins before, the inspiration behind it, which I find very inspiring. It's very cool. I do think like the end of one's life sometimes carries a lot of symbolism, right? And so I thought that was a very cool, inspiration for that piece. I'm curious what it was for this one, what your approach, where your mind was at when you went with Droppers.
So there's a lot of different inspirations that go into it. I'll name a few. So one of the carryovers between Droppers and Coffins is my obsession and fascination with the overlap and interplay between fine art and brand and like pop culture. And like one of the things that brought me into NFTs in the first place that got me really fascinated with the technology was this newfound ability through technology that had never existed before for artists and creators to scale a one-of-one experience. Like you've never really had that before. And
if I want to interrupt you real quick just so we don't have that weird mic inflection. I'm gonna just share this. All right, keep going.
Yeah, so I went back to my pop art and early pop art inspirations with this, and specifically to Andy Warhol's screen printing. So that was, an example of somebody who he deployed manufacturing, like popular manufacturing processes to scale fine art in ways that people had never really done before. So there's a lot of Andy Warhol screen print inspiration, and actually you can see in how these look like physical pieces. Like when you look up close to these, again, it's a lot of effort and a lot of high quality work has gone into this, but when you look at them closely, you'll notice that there's a lot of texture and they look like physical, like physical pieces, like screen prints. So that's one example that's in there. But then there's a lot of history of generative art mixed in here too. And so that's obviously gets down to like rudimentary geometry and specifically networking and like computer hardware. So like mainframes, like motherboards and circuitry, like that's part of what's built into this algorithm, as well as like sort of the history of generative art. So yeah, there's a lot of inspirations, but those are some of them. and yeah, playing with also that interplay between AI and human aesthetic judgment. Like there's definitely a hybrid cyborg approach here to working with AI, but then putting a lot of time and effort into manually editing and making a lot of manual decisions on what to keep, what to edit out, what to tweak, how to sort of refine. Yeah, man, there's a lot to it, and I could talk about it for hours. I appreciate the question, but I'll just kind of leave it there.
It's beautiful, man. Congratulations. I love the colors that I've seen so far. I mean, your background, everything about you. We've met in life. I've seen your pants game also. You're a big fan of color, so I'm all for that, dude. The drops remind me a little bit, like when they take a blood sample and to look under the microscope and they put it under that little like glass screen. They kind of remind me of that. Really dope, man.
Yeah, they like squeeze it between the filaments. Yeah. So one of the other inspirations that was built into it was watercolors specifically, but also then keeping the hard lines that's very popular within, again, like the history of generative art and also how like computer parts work. So yeah, man, that's interesting that it does kind of look like those samples or whatever. I don't know what they're called either, but yeah, when you take like a blood sample and you put it between the two things.
Yeah. It looks really nice because it's really cool because you can see kind of like the concentration of the drop, but then it kind of like also like
diffuses,
diffuses into transparency is really nice.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're hitting all-time highs over here on X. So if you're over there on X and watching us, we appreciate you guys. Also, those of you that are going here and watching on YouTube, either live or afterwards. I know a ton of you guys tune in post-show. We appreciate you guys very much. We know you got other things you could be doing, so I appreciate you spending some time with us. We're going to go for about 30 more minutes here. We're going to cover base. We're going to be covering a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, big shout out to those of you watching over on X and the rest. All right, really quick, what else did I have? Yeah, I guess we could just start by jumping into a quick overview. We did see a pretty, I know Biggie's saying it's not a dump. Jeez, CoinGecko's still fucking down.
But I didn't
Go to CoinMarketCap.
Yeah, that's right.
I need to hear wailing Q.
Yeah.
I need to see actual whole social media scroll just wailing,
Actual
like
blood. All right.
Okay.
So we are sitting around 3850 here on Ethereum. So that I don't think we've hit that. Yeah, we haven't hit that 4K mark, but definitely close on Ethereum. Bitcoin 67. And that has led to a general comeback in the market. If I search by 24 hours, it's likely that the meme coins are going to be at the top. Yep, Dog with Hat here, but some other plays. I think there's an Fetch AI is in there, Near Protocol, Uniswap up at 15.6. So yeah, general, kind of recovery there. I think people were a little bit worried. I saw, dude, you guys are wild, by the way. Like the people that were like, oh my God, this is it. Like local top, like we're going to dump down now to like 45K. It's like, dude, we just have been on a stairs up for a while. Like you're eventually going to get some type of pullback. I expected more pullback today, to be fair. Like I did not expect us to just retrace almost fully on a lot of this stuff, but that's what we're feeling across the market, at least right now. Guys, what your thoughts here, and then we'll dump into some alt-chain.
Yeah, on that note, as things heat up, the energy rises, the noise starts to pick up again. Not only do you get like the scammers and the like straight up bad actors, but you get a bunch of people who are well-intentioned that are just not thinking clearly or don't have good takes. There's so many bad takes out there. So beware of the bad takes and have conviction in what you know. Because I think that like that's one of the things that I'm definitely taking into this is leaning on my own experience more, not listening as much to all the fucking chatter in the peanut gallery and the fucking influencers who are just literally engagement farming off of whatever's happening that day. Like, what are your conviction plays? What do you believe in? What do you see that nobody else is seeing? Where's the puck gonna be tomorrow or a week from now or a month from now? Not what is everybody doing today. Just remember that shit, because honestly, man, the amount of bad takes that you will get like flooding your X feed every single day that'll have you freaking out and second guessing yourself is gonna get out of hand so quickly.
Yeah, part of what we're doing here too, or at least what we've been doing for, you can make the case since last February, we were covering ordinals really quickly, but I would say like maybe fall timeframe, we started to get the feeling that there was this alt chain narrative. I think on chain summer with base was one of the first indicators of like, okay, there's something going on. And then Solana, of course, popping off made it very much a case. The Jupiter airdrop, like now we're going through a timeline of just what has happened in the industry, but we're still on that path of trying to find other alt chains to be a part of. Biggie, I know you had a Monad update potentially here for us as well. And also you're sharing a Manta Network post at the same time, so you can clearly tell what we're doing here.
Bro.
Yeah.
Freak me out.
So what do you got here on Manta, and then we can jump into what the update is on Monad.
It's not like, I guess, like I know withdrawing funds from Blast, like many of these others, right? Like they make it a little tedious. I don't know if it's a technical issue, how much of it is actually a technical issue, and how much of it is kind of like trying to Hotel California you into keeping your shit there. But Manta offering instant blast withdrawals if you want to go to Manta. If the casino is too much for you folks, if Pac-Man didn't live up to hit your expectations, you can now take your funds and go farm another fucking L2. In this case, Manta. I don't know. I think we're gonna see more and more of this. These what should we call them? Liquidity wars? Yeah, that's what they are. Liquidity wars. We're gonna see a lot of this. Different layer 2s and protocols trying to incentivize you to snub one place for another, and whether it's with better yields, faster withdrawal times, what have you. But I think this goes back to what Gifted was saying, is that like, know when you go into something, because you will have a lot of stuff like this, and even threads by people that you may very much respect, not intentionally trying to shake you out of your thesis and your conviction, but obviously stating their own, right? And sometimes these things can be very convincing, and so I implore you to just do your own research, like we always say in this channel. And once you do, go into a play, have that conviction, right, to see it through. Obviously, have your stop losses too. It doesn't mean write it all the way to zero, but seeing this stuff pop up on my timeline, I'm like, it makes me think a lot about what's to come. I'm sure there'll be plenty of shit flinging and accusations and suspicious activity and all kinds of fucking nonsense, trying to guide your eyes, your mind share into whatever things these people are trying to get you to buy.
It goes a little bit into what DP was saying yesterday, was that it's almost more stressful in a bull market, and I kind of get where he's coming from, right? Because the opportunity cost has suddenly skyrocketed, right? Like the opportunity cost of you put, like, I'll give you, like, again, I'll use the BG example. The 4K, 5K that I made from Thank You Base God, which has since, gone absolutely crazy. Although I've seen some others post online now about whiff. So people are selling like dog whiff hat at like $800 taking profit. And now it's worth 16 million. 16 million. So you have to take that with a grain of salt. I think along the way you're selling, once you get to that first million, I'm sure you're selling a bunch, but maybe you're just an absolute DJ and you're holding until 16. But the opportunity cost of, I'll give you an example. I took some of the cash that I made from Thank You Base God and put it into some of the 404 stuff we were chasing. And you go from an ability to, okay, now if you left it there, it's running to whatever it is now, to having taken a 4K profit and then potentially lost that, right? So it's like, these are all the games that are being played right now, and it's why the time can be so stressful. So,
and I think at some point it's important to, like, for me personally, like, this is part of my game plan, is like after the halving, 2 months after the halving, like for me, it's kind of like the clock starts. All right. And like now, maybe profit taking should be, a little more deliberate, but when you do so, like, one practice that I did in the previous cycle that I didn't apply too well, and I want to do this time around, is that when I do take profit, let's say half of that profit portion you send to another wallet, never to fucking be touched again. period, unless it's absolute high conviction plays, right? That way you ensure that you're not constantly fucking degenerating your profits into some other fucking thing that eventually loses your money. So that's one thing that I've gotten from some other friends that have done, well in the past. And it's just to make sure that when you do take profits, like some of those profits actually go to some type of vault where it just makes it a lot more tedious and hard for you to ape back into some other dumb shit, right? Like, and I mean, I'm not saying keep something there, right, to play with, but ensure that when you do take profits, those profits remain profits.
This is a hilarious post, by the way. Appreciate him trying to keep it funny and lighthearted, unbothered, moisturized, happy, in my lane, focused.
Yeah, I think the PTSD will set in for a lot of this stuff post bull market. That's how I'm thinking about this, right? Like if you have PTSD right now, you're using that energy wrongly, and there's a lot of other opportunities. I think it will if things don't go correct, or you make another mistake, or there's multiple mistakes. That's at the end of the bear market, and you're sitting there, you're like, I could have had X. That's where I think the major PTSD goes in. But that's part of it. This stuff is not easy. Like people make it seem easy a lot of times, like, oh, you're just kind of trading shit coins with pictures and things like that. It's like this is the mental game that a lot of people, frankly, just aren't made to play. There's not. Tony Iborica, Boricua. A stupid question, but where can I go to see you guys' art? I am a graphic designer, and I would love to see what you guys can do. Any quick answer there? Just go to GiftEd's profile, I guess. Yeah. All right. Marty McFly saying, what did you guys think of Roger's call on the 12-fold when it was the Gordon buy? I don't know. Is he referencing? I don't know what he's referencing, Gift. Go ahead.
So today on GM Web 3, we had Roger Dickerman of 24 Hours of Art breaking down his top 5 artists this week. Who is trending and why? I believe number 3 on the list, he actually gave it to Yuga, which was a bit of a surprise. It's not his normal take, but I think he sees that they are starting to come back and bring back that 12-fold energy, and also understands the provenance that they deserve. They were very early to launching an art play on Ordinals. Whether or not you like them, that provenance is theirs. And it seems like that story is starting to come back around. I brought in the fact that I think it's tied to their Proof and Grails acquisition as well, because I think that they're going to be definitely focusing more on building out the sort of fine art platform and ecosystem, or the part of the Yuga ecosystem. So yeah, look, dude, obviously Marty has issue with everything that Yuga does, so he disagrees, and that's fine. I thought it was a unique and unexpected take from him, which is part of why I love it. He adds in that additional contextual and historical layer to what's happening in the art market. And yeah, I think Gordon, there's been a couple 12-fold sales. It wasn't just Gordon Goner's, but I think I'm pretty sure Gordon's was like almost a full Bitcoin, like 0.82 or something like that, he said, which is a massive win for whoever picked up that 12-fold for like 0.25 or whatever it was initially. That's a fucking huge win. So celebrate the win. That's what I would say. And Yuga does deserve some respect sometimes.
All right. We have absolutely smashed our X viewership record here. So for those of you that are watching over on X, appreciate it. I who knows? We'll see. But we know there's some real folks watching too. Easy and Crypto is watching over on X. BTC Boss saying good evening, everyone. CEO Capone. Brian with hat. Yes. Dog in me is saying Folk You is saying dog in me. I love my job. I get to say things like that. Real quick, let's jump into a couple of the alt chain pieces here. We do have Base. That is a major topic of the day. Eric Cryptoman it takes my sentiment, and puts it on a damn post, because this is exactly how I feel. Aped a healthy bag of bald on this retest for my first Base meme. Seeing Toshi, Brett, and Thank You Base got all run to 100 mil when I knew them all sub 2 mil is max pain, but I got a feeling there will be many more big runners. Imagine if Base is the BSC based Binance Smart Chain of this cycle. We've talked about this for a long time.
Blasts.
That could be blast. I will say again, the shout out there to Brian with hat. That is I'm a relentless shill on this one. I definitely would like to see this one get enough notoriety. I'm definitely playing like the sub $1 million tokens right now. I think that's definitely like a psychological thing. If you can find something in the 50K range or 100K and it has a legit like not rug team, congratulations, like you found one. I would I would definitely ape. This is not financial advice, but yeah, sub $1 million. Definitely want to give them a shout out. They've been pretty cool in the Telegram.
I'm curious, Q, here, like how do you determine your sizing when you're going into some of these meme coins, right? Because it's not the same as when you go into a let's call it legit project, right? Like you do have to have a certain considerate approach, right? Because if not, it's very easy to lose your shit. I'm just curious if you've got like a particular approach to this.
I definitely am not keeping a majority of my portfolio chasing meme coins. I think obviously my experience with Base God is kind of structuring how I feel, which is good and bad. Like I've had an experience, I kind of understand the ebbs and flows. Base God went dead for a while. It's one of the reasons I took the 3x 4x profit when I did, because I was like, I don't know. So there's yeah, but as far as sizing goes, man, I think everybody has their own sizing, right? So yeah, risk, but also portfolio size
and conviction.
Yeah,
all these things.
250 for me feels low on some of these plays, Biggie. So like I'm a little bit higher when it comes to like what I'm putting in on some of these.
You're probably going in with some level of at least moderate conviction whenever you're going to ape into a meme. Like you feel like, okay, for whatever indicators I'm looking at, I think this has a chance. Also real quick. Yes. Nick Swerve is coming in with some awesome comments. Shout out Swerve. Great to see you here. We haven't, I don't think, hit the "this is not financial advice" enough on this show. So just remember, fam, just remember, none of this is financial advice. We're not financial advisors. DYOR, be extra careful, especially when hunting for shit coins. High risk.
I've been putting on
like this guy right here.
or you have to deal with him. All right, so I have put on for Aerodrome as well for a long time. That has played out pretty well. That's a very, very high cap token.
Would you consider? I mean, that's already. I would say that's not a meme coin per se.
No, it's not. It's just on base.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm having some issues here with the. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely not a meme coin. It is a DEX, that AMM kind of DEX play. I just think it grinds up, Biggie. Like it's not nearly as risky as a lot of these meme tokens.
No, that was like for me. That's all I had to hear. That's why I followed you into it. In a little bit bigger size, that too, for that reason. But yeah, I wouldn't. We were talking meme coin, so I just wanted to clarify this one in particular is not a meme coin.
And it has a very large market cap. I mean, certainly like Toshik and Brett have gotten, pretty high up there and maybe the hundreds of millions. But the most meme coins are going to be trading in that 1 to 10 million range. Yeah, you can see here. This chart is basically base, right? So this is a 1 year chart. We can shorten that down to 3 months. Pretty much a dead period, right? And then end of Feb, we're in potentially base season territory. So, this is a lot of this has to do with maybe the speculation on alt chains. I don't know what the catalyst for this is, right? Sometimes it's just random. Meme coin season, of course, drawing a lot of eyes, so maybe that's what it is. But this looks like a lot of base tokens right now. Toshi popped, Mochi popped.
I think if I had to pin it on one thing other than like there's a bunch of other situational things like timing, new L2, liquidity adjacent, like all those things, the one thing that I would put it on most of people starting to degen heavy on a lot of these coins is the fact that they are getting priority listing on Coinbase. You've talked about that several times.
Arrow is there. I've had buddies like this is, again, it's up to them. It's not financial DYOR, but when they ask me about certain stuff, like I can actually point them to Coinbase, which they're not coming to Uniswap. That's the whole thing. Yeah. Retail is not doing that a lot.
But so if I'm thinking, where is there like some kind of lower risk for degenning on coins? Like if I understand that one of the biggest catalysts for a coin to fucking 10x, 100x, whatever, is getting a listing on Coinbase, and they have an own chain where those are getting priority listings, like shit, man, that feels like one of the best places that you can be playing.
Nice.
So I think more people are just figuring out the correlation and the synergy there between speculating on coins on Base versus somewhere else that doesn't have that marketplace behind it.
Yeah, another one that I'll bring in here, and Biggie, hop in whenever, is going to be with the, like, this again is just every Base token right now. This is well financed, so another not meme coin play, but DeFi play. You can see as you zoom out on the 1 hour chart. So let's go to even a 4 hour chart. This is just Base right now. So I mean, like here's a question: is this going to continue? You think, Biggie Poppins? Like again, coin flip always. Who the fuck knows? But what is your like general take? Like, is something like a Base season potentially happening, or is this going to be like max kind of, at least for this time period? Is this like a max?
Yeah. I think seasons is a good way of looking at it. That's at least the way I'm formulating my thesis. I think we're on uncharted territory, right? Like I think the market is signaling that already. I mean, the fact that we've reached all-time highs already, many of like the big macro guys had been anticipating this, like very sharp, sudden moves in comparison to previous times where it's like been a little more steady up and then a crash. I think you know, the metas and the narratives, yeah, you're gonna see them go. That's what I'm anticipating them for them to be popping up, you know, randomly, and then not dying down, but going into a lull and maybe coming back for seconds. Let's just say, right? But when it comes to meme coins, I mean, again, after having been in East Denver and just listening to some of these, you know, professional investors, people that get paid to offer investing services to other people, talk so much about meme coins. I don't see them going away. Like I think maybe you'll have, like you said, like Base meme coin season, and then it'll be Say, and then it'll be Blast, and then it'll be fucking Monad and fucking Solana.
Yeah. There's going to be people just searching for the next ecosystem that's going to pop up in the meme coin rotation, because they're not going anywhere. And I really loved on Say What this morning that we started to get into a convo with, like, it was a JB, like a couple of really awesome guests about what meme coins are evolving into in terms of being like almost like a core component to any successful blockchain, like because they bring the attention, the liquidity, and the culture all in one easy to access package. They become a cultural touch point. That's what a meme is. They become something that everybody can fucking easily tap into and rally behind, that starts to represent your ecosystem to a bunch of different people, and it gets all eyes on it and gives it an easy way for people to communicate about it, to share about it, to meme about it. People are starting to understand these are not just shit coins. Some of them take on a very important role within the larger crypto ecosystem.
And there's something to be mentioned there also regarding like fair launches, right? Like not all shit coins are designed equal, right? Like many of them are scams, and you do need to watch out to how they design their tokenomics and whether they have lockup periods or not. But when you compare them to some of these other more serious protocols, let's just call them, or products, I think they can be way more attractive sometimes, you know. And I'm not like poo-pooing like regular raises, right? Like there are very good projects out there that still are worthy of your time and attention. But if you're just talking strictly fair launches, I think we're seeing that some of these meme coins have way more equitable launches than these other protocols or like serious VC-backed projects where you know that others got in way before you and are just, you know, they're going to have a lockup period come out, you know, what do you call it? A unlock anytime soon. And they just can't wait to dump on your ass. Right.
I think that's a really good point, because I think people that maybe look at these meme tokens, especially when they look at the supply, right? Like when someone's like, holy shit, there's 400 billion tokens. It's like most of those are locked up in the liquidity pool. Like the way this really functions is that like a very, very large percentage, almost the whole supply, is locked in the liquidity pool for people to, if they're interested, swap their ETH for it or swap whatever for it so that they can take out the shitcoin. It's not like these are totally like liquid out in the market. It's 400 billion put into a liquidity pool. And so the float, the actual like, I would love to see that metric. Like what is the amount of tokens that is actually liquid and not in that locked pool? That's super interesting to me. Obviously that's the circulating market cap. You could go into that stuff, but Biggie, really great point on the mechanics behind these. Like it's basically a fair launch. They launch most of the supply into the pool, and it's like, where does this go?
Yeah, now it's up to almost the community and friends of friends, right, to get into it and literally meme it into existence, right? Like sometimes, you know, that's where you see some crazy growth hack tactics. Sometimes it's just getting the character or the ticker symbol right. Like there's no exact science. You know, I do think it's one of those things where you're just trying to throw these ingredients together and get like the correct band of people behind it, right? And before, you know, because you do see this, right? Like there are many people tracking certain wallets, right, that perform really well. When you see some of these people buy into or convince some of these people to buy into a particular shitcoin, it can draw a lot of liquidity and attention there, right? So there's a lot of ways to try to hack this into existence, and I think that's what you see with a lot of these teams. And the best thing I think one could do is, I feel like if you're looking at these things like in one of these Telegram alpha channels, you're already late. You know, preferably, you know, you get in what would that be considered, the seed round, or no, like the initial liquidity bootstrapping phase, right, where you're awarded, you know, some of these tokens at rock bottom prices because you're actually like investing in the supplying that liquidity so that they can do the liquidity pool, right? Besides that, I think there are a couple of people that seem to have a knack at finding these protocols and just researching them so fast. That's the part that frustrates the fuck out of me, because sometimes I see them and it's like, okay, it's sub 1 million, but I still gotta see if like the contract is locked, and I gotta see the holder distribution, and I gotta see, and by the time I'm done doing that research, this fucking thing's already at 10 million. It's like, damn,
it's a little bit of an ape. Yeah.
These dudes are like fast. Following those guys sometimes pays dividends, but you gotta be careful.
All right, I want to shift into a little bit like kind of lightning round here on some of these stuff that we're getting into. This is an interesting piece too, right? Like NFTs and where they're at. You can see on the right-hand side how many sales are happening on Base. So while you see 100 X's or something like that on the meme coin side, you can see how sparse the NFT side of things is. This is 24 hours, by the way. So 5 sales on Base Gods. You can see the volume here on 24 hours as well. Like it's not the craziest when it comes to comparing it to its meme coin comparison.
I'm going to call it right now, though. This is absolutely, in my opinion, one of those things that if you want to zig and speculate while everybody else is zagging, at some point, some of these NFTs that are early are going to pick up. That's my call. I don't know which ones. Maybe it's the Mochis and the Toshis. Maybe it's the Base God. I don't know that many other. Oh, Tiny Dinos, on-chain dinos. You know, I'll call them out. There's not that many that stick out to me. But yo, I'm calling it right now. Some of those early NFT collections, there's going to be a point where the puck slides over there and people want early Base NFTs.
All right. Any last points on Base here? There was one that recently launched. Like there's meme coins launching every day, so there's going to be opportunities. We can't cover all of them. Wall Street Base was one that we heard about. We mentioned Aerodrome. That's going to be if you just want exposure and you think Base is going to go up, like inactivity and all this stuff, Aerodrome's not a bad leverage play there. It just isn't. There is no also base token. The Toshi ran up overnight. Yeah, there's Toshi ran up, but has since kind of fallen back. That has been like the major meme coin on base here. But you can see,
I don't know if you have that like meme coin race or whatever, dude. That website Biggie shared is pretty funny. Just to look at some, like, I don't know, it's like top 10 or top 12 or something.
Oh, the meme coin race. Yeah, that's fun, man.
That's a pretty great website.
If you guys can find that, let me know.
Yeah, I'll look for it in the Telegram channel. I love Easy's take here too, dude. It's like, imagine like raising millions, working for years, getting your product, you know, like the marketing, all the dollars spent like on fucking, you know, getting what's that thing? Yeah, I'm losing my mind now, you know, but you know, having your contracts getting audited and everything.
Audited,
just like day two, some fucking meme coin surpasses your wildest fucking predictions for your own project. It's gotta be. It's not for everybody. I think you do have to have like a pretty strong mind to
it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, man. But honestly, again, it just gets back to what we talk about a lot, which is the fact that like products are awesome. Like products, good quality teams, all of these things. Yeah, they matter to some people and to some extent, but they get overshadowed by attention. Who can communicate and grab attention and get liquidity and spin up that flywheel, whatever that is going to trump quality product, you know, this and that roadmap, whatever, every time.
It's all about timing, man. Where are we at in the market cycle, and where are people going to chase that? Yeah, here's the race here. Toshi is in this, I believe, right? Isn't Toshi somewhere? Yeah, Toshi's right here at 119. Yep. You can see as I zoom in a little bit, 22 bill for Doge. Looks like Shiba is up there. You can see Dog with Hat. I don't know if this is updated in real time. I think Dog with Hat is way more now. I didn't realize past two.
Shiba Inu had closed the gap on Doge so much. That's pretty crazy.
Dude, Shiba cannot be faded, man.
Well, it makes me think that Doge probably can still run quite a lot.
Oh,
and it also
absolutely, dude. I mean, it only has Raoul Pal and fucking Elon like mega bullish on them among so many others.
Yeah. But also,
he was like, no.
Also understand that a lot of these other, you know, like sort of next tier, second tier, and third tiers, a lot of their market caps, the way that people play those is as some fraction of SHIB and Doge. So if those keep going up to like fucking 30, 40, 50 bill, the other meme coins right under those are going to also be fucking flying. They're going to get up to that 5, 10 bill, 15. You know what I mean? Like 20 bill. Like we're going to see Pepe, and again, not financial advice, but some of those next tier meme coins are going to land at the levels that Doge and Shiba have been. Just understand that.
All right. We've got like 5 minutes left. I think 5-10 minutes. I wanted to keep today's episode pretty short. So let's fly through as much as we can. We have been getting more involved in the Blast ecosystem as well. Again, meme coins is the flavor of the month. So we've been chasing some meme coins. I've been on Finger. That is the one that I've been in. I'm up probably 2 or 3x for my entry. Like, again, if you catch these around the sub 100K, congratulations. I think I got into Finger here pretty, like, I think like more at like the 500K mark. You can see the chart here. This is a 4-hour. So yeah, if you catch these during the launch, like Biggie said, you're doing extremely well potentially. But yeah, I'm around this mark here, about 1200, I think, is what I'm getting in here. So yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. I mean, without getting too into what the meme actually means, I think it's original. It's not just to me, it's a little, it's original. It's not just kind of, oh, here's a dog meme because the guy
don't mid curve this one. Don't think too hard on the meaning of Finger Blast. Just fucking left curve all the way,
bro.
Toys I was in originally. I was able to get out of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, the whole pre-sale thing is just something you're not going to be able, or it could run 10x after the show is live, like literally. So anything I'm saying kind of in the moment, but they had like a pre-sale that was unlocked.
Look at that. Mintify is already in there. Like,
yep. Mintify looks like just launched last night.
Yo,
so we'll go to 30-minute
Mintify. Shout out Mintify and Tony. They put droppers on their NFT like launch calendar or whatever. So
Mintify has been my favorite way to snipe some of the NFTs that I've been getting into on Blast. They're coming out with their platform for Blast specifically. I think they're going to be minting their Genesis keys sometime this week. I think day after tomorrow. You definitely want to look into that because that, like so many other projects in Blast, you're going to be able to, get rewarded for holding these, and also gives you access to the platform. Big fan of Mintify.
All right, I'm not reading off that message. I'm not doing it.
Appreciate the humor here.
Pac-Moon definitely, like, on launch weekend was getting a lot of the mind share of what was going on. They did put out a post that they're going to be on the Las Vegas Sphere. I cannot confirm or deny this. Introducing Pac-Moon, the first meme coin to be on the Vegas Sphere. Again, cannot confirm or deny. But
that looks pretty dope, though.
It does look dope. We'll see if that actually happens. They retweet. Yeah, they reposted it, but who the fuck knows?
What better place to look for degens than in Vegas, sir?
There you go.
And look who pops up the minute.
Ears are burning
Came
again.
in right in time to probably just say goodbye. But hey, guys.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Well, no, you can take my spot. I'm the one that has to jump because I got a mint happening in literally like 2 hours. But you can take my spot and I can keep going.
What's going on with you, Huda? What's happening last 24 hours other than just
no sleep,
nothing?
Just nothing at all. Yeah, just a lot. I mean, anyone who's been just peeking at the Crypto Slam account has seen just there's stuff starting to roll out. We announced a partnership yesterday with Neo Tokyo, and we got a bunch more coming. It's getting exciting. Things are definitely ramping up. So it's a different kind of busy, but man, like I think I'd said here before, it's always been my dream to like work on a drop, to work on something like that. And I got a taste of that with Crypto Bats for sure, but I joined their team after, the first mint and after the Mutant Bats. This is really my first taste of it, and I love it. Like I thrive on that kind of action. So having a blast here.
Yeah, give us a TLDR on Slam Vision, man. What's going on?
Slam Vision, yeah. In fact, I will even give you the link to pull it up. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize this was going out because I do have a proper announcement for you guys when we, agreed upon us announcing together. But do you want to show it?
It's up to you. Is it legit?
We can wait to do it proper.
Yeah, we can wait to do it tomorrow. Yeah, let's talk about that and do it tomorrow.
Yeah, people can click on that for a little.
We're NFT live. Just give me the link. Let's do it live. We're on brand here. We're doing it fucking live.
Dude, what's happening?
I just dropped it here in the chat.
I know nothing of this, folks. Oh,
all right, what's going on here?
So we'll give you the inside scoop here. So basically, what you're looking at on Slam Vision is you can think of this a lot like a Rug Radio, right? We are getting some excellent content creators together, kind of to amplify each other's message. Also, for the Crypto Slam side, it's great having people showing our data and whatnot. But again, this is very much to give everyone else a platform and to get investors' eyes on your guys' stuff and other shows. And so right now, our lineup here, NFT Live, I think I'm excited about that part. I'll tell you that. The Little Nouns are part of this show, or a part of Slam Vision. A new Ordinal show called Orange Cubicle. Of course, my show is on here too. I'll be spinning up a daily show. And we definitely have some big shows to announce soon here, too. So it's just going to be growing. And this is just a piece of the puzzle, all connected together, even with that NFT. I can tell you this. Let's not spread it out too far. But some of that NFT, elements of that are going to be driven through the Slam Vision shows, where very much those partner communities are going to want to be tuning into these shows and participating for something. So a lot of stuff. Again, can't wait to get out a good, proper announcement with some good details, but all of this is just in a matter of weeks at the most.
All right, love
Exciting
it, man.
Shit.
Yeah, I can't wait to unveil those details here on the show. in our announcement. So that
You just reminded me that I forgot to do my Zeely quest yesterday.
Oh, you dropped in the leaderboard.
I dropped, bro. I'm sure I'm down close to 40 again, but I'm still up there.
Well, they're I don't know if they're quarterly per se, but I know Huda was saying they're in actual like category. So you have it's not all time basically points. So yeah, love it.
Every little phase we've done, I forget what they call them, sprints. Every sprint has a snapshot for it, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Love it, man. All right, we're gonna get into ending the show relatively short.
You in the leaderboards, constantly surpassing me. Every time I think I get ahead of him, like I wake up the next day and no, he's there. He's constantly there. Salute you, sir.
So Buffalo has been getting into Blast a little bit. He caught a Blast. He's the one that kind of showed me on it. And also Andy is another one that I'm interested in just on the meme itself. He said it was also from the same artist. So apparently there's 4 characters that are a part of like this meme craze. So Brett, they're kind of leaning into being like pairing themselves with Pepe, which is what I like.
Explain.
So Brett is here, Pepe's here, and this Andy token, which is the last time I checked, it's at about $8 million market cap.
What is that
is on Blast. So the Brett of Blast. Look, these 3 right here. That's how they're pairing themselves. And this guy's like on Avalanche or something.
That looks like a dub.
Is that Bear? That might be Bear. No.
Land Wolf on Avalanche.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know.
So
that's the first time I'm hearing of that one.
I do like that they're leaning into this, but yeah, Buffalo is saying that they're actually all from the same artist.
Wow. Okay. All right. I get it. I do have to dip, so I'm gonna say my farewells. Thank you so much. Droppers dropping at 2 p.m. Shout out Huda. Awesome to see you, and I hope that y'all have an amazing day. Thank you so much. I have a lot of work to do, so I gotta hop. OVOT.
All right, guys, we are going to jump out of here in just a moment. We did have some SEI updates. Biggie was playing the Millie airdrop pretty well. I'll go ahead and share that really quick just to kind of get some
I have to
coverage on
shout out
SEI.
one of our community members for that. That was Dr. Mills. Again,
Nice.
Saw a post by him and it just resonated with me about supporting, our local shitcoin creators and SEI. And this was when Millie was like, I don't know, I guess it was getting fudded. And I read it and I was like, you know what? He's fucking right. I'm going to go over there and like support these people. And boom, it worked out super well. And I carried that over to Akita last night, which again, like I found out about the airdrop, which I think it's not done yet, by the way, Q. If you did not receive it, you will, especially if you were holding a Saiyan, I believe, and then some other communities additionally. I'm, the only thing that I'm like not salty about, but I'm like, why haven't I done this? I'm just dragging my feet, being lazy, but I can't anymore. Is spreading some of these NFTs into other wallets, man, because there's been a couple of big drops, and I just end up getting the single allocation all the time because I've kept everything there. I never thought I'd degen so hard and say, but I think I need to get to doing that now.
I've struggled to do that because I'm like, damn, I don't want to create 11 wallets or 15 wallets or something like that. But man, even just like 4 or 5, you can keep it under the same. You can potentially do that. I'm not telling you guys to do that, but you can keep it under the same recovery phrase, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you don't have to like create a whole different wallet. You just create a different wallet within the same one. I know I'm kind of getting in the weeds here. This is Akita. So this was a airdrop from the Saiyans token. So not the Saiyans NFT team, but the Saiyans token. They dropped what they're calling an experimental meme coin here. So up to $2 million market cap. And then Millie is up to 2.8 here. We had the discussion.
Too shabby.
Yeah, we had the discussion on the show, like Saiyan, Millie, or Akita. I still think Saiyan, like if you want to take a bet on the ecosystem, just do Saiyan. Like this is NFA.
What's Saiyan's market?
Way more. Way more.
I want to see the liquidity because I was looking at comparing liquidity with Millie versus Akita. I have to say Akita had healthier liquidity. Yeah, of course.
So 850,000 liquidity to a $7.8 million market cap.
I'd love that to be more like 1.5, but sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
so we're
what
getting
can
into
you do?
we're getting into liquidity ratios now. So we're getting into the question I asked earlier. But anyways, I would just go with the sayings. Like if you're not trying to like pay attention to the eco that much, saying. But it seems like Millie has some legs. I mean, initially again it was fudded. You see this initial drawdown on that day and kind of dealing with that. But then since March 4th, which was 2 days ago. It's just been on a steady climb. So yeah, Millie doing well. The meme coin on SEI.
I got to dive into that. I've really got to get into the SEI ecosystem again. Like,
you know what?
I feel it. I feel something happening there.
I need one of them hats. I like it. You upgraded it. What happened to the other one? This is the new and improved Slam Vision hat. Look at
that. It's the same one. You know what it is? It's like when I mess up the lighting, it like.
Oh damn!
He has a hole in his head.
Oh, dude, I thought it had like a little shiny thing. I was like, that looks dope. Okay.
I don't. Yeah, others have said that, and I've not corrected them. I'll let them think I look cool for a little bit. But yeah.
Right on. Okay.
All right, Easy in Crypto has a show to go host on Slingshot DAO, but he's saying really great show as always. So appreciate you, our vibe, our tribe, man. Yeah, the NFT scenes seem to have found a bottom as well, at least locally. Saiyans up 23%. There's a lot that are up like 50. Some of them have to do with a token, like Pepeans are saying there's going to be some sort of token airdrop. A couple others have said the same thing. So FUD Foxes, notably, has said they're going to have
already launched their Discord and everything. What's it called again? Damn it!
Ooh, Swiper.
Yeah,
my brain still works. All right,
yeah.
guys, I'm fried. So I think we got across Blast, Base. Look like the meme coin over there on Optimism is coming back. Tux, which is the main meme coin over there, had a really significant rise. Interested, I know Huda, we haven't really touched on Ordinals. Also, is that show that you mentioned that's going to be Ordinals focused? Is that going to be, you're going to be on that?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hell yeah. I love that, man. I love that you can like spread out this stuff, because I was like, damn, he's gonna host like 4 or 5 different shows. It's like,
no, the goal is absolutely not. No, as few as possible. No, that's gonna be the goal of that platform, though. It's like have a show for each chain. And we're gonna want content creators and a very finite amount. We want the best, and that covers a range of topics or kind of sectors, and then that's kind of it.
I love it, man. All right, look, Biggie, I want any last takes here. Also, I was checking out the NFT price floors over there on SEI, and it looks like Ghosty Chat's up pretty big too. So yeah, you were playing that. Wow. So good job on that. Yeah, any last takes here, fellas, before we hop out of here, and we'll obviously be back tomorrow. But Biggie, any last takes here?
No, man. Dude, it was very meme coin heavy today, which was fun. Honestly, I very much appreciate it. I don't know. There's something about talking about meme coins. It's almost like talking about NFTs, as opposed to tokens, somewhere in the middle. But yeah, I had a great time. Tomorrow, we'll see you back again, fam.
Huda, as we go below 14 ETH on Pudgy Penguins, looks like Bored Apes are holding kind of around 18. Give me your take, man, on this situation. I know it's been we're ETH heads originally. Like the NFT scene was originally born really out of ETH. And so
biased sense already on it.
What's that?
You're talking about it like it's a relic, like it was where ETH is.
The last cycle was all ETH. Pretty much.
Changing. It is, and ETH will be fine. But I also do think there is maybe something a little more permanent about what's happening here. I think Bitcoin is way more disruptive than people are maybe realizing yet. Okay, so my thoughts. I initially thought, and I actually predicted like months ago in the bear market, whatever, maybe even before, that the Pudgy Penguins and Bored Ape flip would happen, but not up at the price Bored Apes were at, like not in the 20s or 30s or 40s, but more at like the 10 to 15 range, like around 15 is what I always said. Because to me, that's where like the big boys probably are priced properly. Like if we get over all this supposed utility and the real value of them, it's still mostly only flexes. That's really what most of these NFTs are. And to me, that's a price that makes sense for the top tier stuff. I mean, really. So it's like we're still in price discovery phase now in the bull market, which kind of shocks me. But I also think it's speeding up the real discovery. People have money. They're choosing not to spend, and I think we're going to see these projects continue to probably bleed out and fall. So I'm not surprised about the price of Pudgy Penguins. I don't think they're going to fall much further. Maybe 10 is the floor for something like them. I don't know. But again, this is exactly how I saw it playing out. In a way, I don't think we found the bottom. Okay, ultimate point here, though. Excuse me. It's that, okay, in the bear, we learned that, again, not much utility. Most of these NFT collections are community. It is the flex. That's it. There's no place I would rather have that than Bitcoin. I think it's, again, so freaking disruptive. I think ETH NFTs in the long run are kind of in trouble as far as floor prices at 20, 30 ETH. Like that might be.
So Huda, there's this like scenario when you talk that way, I'm like, there's a scenario that I could kind of see play out, which would be fucking crazy, but like just a straight up vampire attack on ETH NFTs using teleburning.
Yes.
You know, like creating like some type of land rush, or I don't know, you know, like where you start seeing like these really serious like pieces being teleburned over to BTC, maybe being flipped for like a multiple of what their floor prices is like in Ethereum, and then just seeing like everybody pile into it, you know, PFPs and everything. Yep. I mean, I don't know. It's like a kind of doomsday scenario type of thing that
it is, but it's very possible. The
part that I like the most about that though, Huda, is pissing off all of them Bitcoin maxis. Just I would almost go to Miami for the conference just to listen into the fury.
Their space just getting flooded by even more JPEGs, right? Yeah.
Is bro.
Yeah. But also, what a flex for them. Maybe that is actually how you win some of them over. That all of a sudden these ETH projects now value your chain so much more, and maybe you win them over and they want to support it even more, just as an extra fuck you to Ethereum. So dude, that's a scenario that's super possible.
It'll be interesting. It's interesting to see, because I do think like I've had conversations with a couple of ETH maxis too that are purists about it, right? And when I postulate like this scenario, they're like, no way, you know, like I minted my squiggle with my wallet, and it's my wallet interacting with the code, and so I would never take it away from its original canvas, blah blah, blah. It's gonna lead to some great talks. I think I'm looking forward to having some of those with you over on on Slam Vision and over here. It's gonna be good. Fear no chain whatsoever.
I mean, it's just this space, the ecosystem changes and evolves so much in ways that we never would have guessed. Like a year ago, I mean, basically a little more than that, but Ordinals didn't exist. We could have never even thought about or considered this scenario, but here we are, and it's a real possibility. This shit's exciting, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Did you, by the way, I shared a link there. I wanted to get Huda's take regarding this particular, glitch codes by Solemn, Huda.
No.
This is something. Well, you're a big Ordi guy, and like I've been tracking it for a while, but I capitulated last night and I picked up one. It's gonna have a 10-week every day, so 10 glitch artist release for 10 weeks. This is the allow list. You get an automatic allow list with the founder's key. And you might imagine what I'm going to say next. But of course, the degens are already speculating and trying to spread rumor and hearsay, Huda, that Xcopy might be one of the artists.
Oh, but shit.
EYOR, NFA, I don't fucking confirm anything. Don't,
You son of a bitch. But look at me right live on air going to.
I feel like we need like an alfalfa button. Like whenever anybody drops something super interesting like that.
I did the same thing. Like I got it in, like I had been tracking it for a while and I didn't take it too seriously. But then I saw some fucking degen friend say that in a channel. And I was like, God damn it, I can't ignore it now. Now I need to fucking get one.
Is this a reputed degen friend? Because you just said the...
Yeah.
You saw it on the channel.
I only follow reputed degen friends. It's a good person to. I mean, I didn't ape into it expecting to get an Xcopy BTC. Although how fucking epic would it be? There's only 200 of these things, by the way, so it's slow supply. But I don't know if you like Solem. I do like Solem a lot. Like his glitch art is like really up there with the best of them. And I like the project, so I was like, hey, you know what? I've been getting a lot of the FOMO from Ordis, from Huda and GIF. I do own some Ordinals, but obviously I've faded generational wealth with some of the top ones psyoping my ass off from not minting them. I don't fucking get why. But anyways, there's plenty of more when that where that comes from. And so I'm really looking forward to see how this plays out. Other than that, I'm really looking forward to see what Des Lucrez's drop looks like. I did get in on the pre-mint on that. Like, let's see if I got selected for it. And there's a couple of others. I'm blanking right now, but yeah, I just wanted to see if you knew about that one, Huda, and get your take. But
you got me going down a rabbit hole now, man. Jesus.
Yeah, check it out, man. I think there's just that's how it's gonna be henceforth for the next year. Missing out and getting FOMO, dealing with all that good stuff. But I think we got a great community here, so I trust that we will be able to see the other side unscathed, somewhat unscathed at least.
Well, we're gonna have fun together at the very least.
That's right.
All right, y'all. This is a little bit over time. We wanted to have a short episode, but we can never do that on NFT Live. We just get caught in all the best combos and all the apparently the best alfalfa here. I want to point you to this chart real quick. What stands out to you guys here? What's the best performer here? What's going on?
The
nope.
Caveat.
Nope, no asterisk.
The SEI asterisk?
Nope.
Yeah.
Check over there on the right-hand side. Top right. What do we see?
Arbitrum, Ronin, top right.
Guys, yeah, can you read green charts? 176%.
Wax.
God damn it.
Come on.
Wax
Delete this.
176% up. We are covering it tomorrow. Full wax coverage.
You can have
tomorrow.
the whole chain.
We won't see Huda tomorrow if we do wax coverage.
No, until they help me get access to my wallet. No.
Dude.
I need to go. Speaking of that, I need to go check my wallet. All right, last thoughts around the horn here. I'll send this out, but Huda, go ahead.
Man, I don't know if I got any. I actually, like a minute ago, I was looking forward to our Friday show that I thought was tomorrow, and then I realized today's only Wednesday, so tomorrow's the Thursday show. I will be here, and I will be on time tomorrow. I promise you that. I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah. Or
Dude,
oh my God, why can't I say that when I try? I almost fucked it up again.
I'm
not even trying. Actually, I've been practicing sign language in it. I want to do it quick, make it look cool. Whatever. Bye.
Dude, how exciting, man. I can't wait. OVOT fam, we'll see you next day.
All right, my co-host brains are just discombobulating as we go. Yeah,
when you don't sleep enough. And
hey, we're surviving. We're surviving the bull market. That's all it takes. We have another day tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow to cover wax full episode just on wax. See you then. Later.
Own 100 million sheep coins because like I made like $1,000, so like kind of like even out. I bought more, so I got 100 million sheep coins. So if it gets to a penny, I got $1 million. So it's looking pretty good. So I now own 100 million sheep coins because like I made like $1,000, so like kind of like even out. I bought more, so I got 100 million sheep coins. So if it gets to a penny, I got $1 million.